Have you ever found yourself pausing, searching for that familiar word that's just on the tip of your tongue? Or perhaps walking into a room only to wonder why you went there in the first place? It's a common experience, isn't it? As we get older, there's often a quiet worry that creeps in, a concern about our minds staying as sharp as they once were. We hear stories, we see changes in others, and sometimes we notice little shifts in ourselves. And it can leave us feeling a bit vulnerable, wondering if we're losing a step, if our independence might slowly slip away. This fear of cognitive decline, of losing that quick wit or the ability to manage our own affairs, is a painful reality for many. But what if I told you that true sharpness after 75 isn't just about avoiding memory slips, but about retaining certain core abilities that truly signify an exceptionally keen mind? It's not just about what you remember, but how you interact with the world and keep your brain actively engaged. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 such skills that, if you still possess them beyond the age of 75, are clear indicators that your mind is exceptionally vibrant and alive. These aren't just intellectual feats, but practical, everyday abilities that keep life rich and full. So, settle in and let's explore these remarkable signs of a truly sharp mind. And watch to the end, because there's something about your own potential that will truly surprise you. Let's dive right into the first sign of remarkable sharpness, and it's one that often comes to mind immediately when we think about aging: the ability to maintain a strong, active memory and recall. Now, this isn't just about remembering your childhood address or the name of your first pet. While those are lovely memories to cherish, the kind of memory and recall that indicates exceptional sharpness after 75 goes deeper. It's about being able to absorb new information, hold a complex conversation, remember the details of a recent event, or recount a story with vivid, accurate details without losing your train of thought. Think about someone who can tell you exactly what happened during their grocery trip yesterday, including a brief interaction they had with the cashier. Or someone who can explain a news story they just read with clarity and insight. This isn't rote memorization. It's the active processing and retention of new, ongoing experiences. It means your brain is still efficiently encoding and retrieving fresh data, linking it to existing knowledge, and keeping it accessible. This ability is absolutely crucial for navigating daily life independently, for engaging in meaningful conversations, and for simply enjoying the richness of life as it unfolds. When you can recall not just the big picture, but the nuances and specifics of recent interactions or information, it speaks volumes about your cognitive health. To keep this skill sharp, it's not about grand gestures. It's about everyday engagement. Try consciously recounting your day to a friend or family member, focusing on details. When you learn something new, whether it's a new recipe or a fact from a documentary, challenge yourself to explain it to someone else. This active recall strengthens those neural pathways. Engage your senses. Notice the smells, sounds, and textures around you, as sensory input aids memory. Even simple things like trying a new route on your daily walk or experimenting with a new ingredient in your cooking can gently challenge your memory and routine, keeping your mind nimble. Moving on to the second incredible skill that signals exceptional sharpness: adaptive problem solving. In a world that is constantly changing, the ability to think on your feet, navigate unexpected challenges, and figure things out without being overwhelmed is an invaluable asset. This isn't about solving complex equations or building rocket ships. It's about the practical, everyday dilemmas that life throws our way. Can you figure out how to use a new self-checkout machine at the supermarket if your favorite brand of coffee isn't available? Can you quickly decide on a good alternative without undue stress if your internet suddenly stops working? Can you troubleshoot it or calmly find a way to get help? These might seem like small things, but they require flexibility, critical thinking, and a willingness to embrace new information or situations. Someone who is exceptionally sharp after 75 isn't rigid in their thinking. They embrace change, or at least approach it with a curious, problem-solving mindset. They don't give up easily when faced with a new gadget or an unfamiliar process. They might even enjoy the mental exercise of figuring things out. This skill ensures independence and resilience. To cultivate adaptive problem solving, actively seek out novel experiences, Try to learn a new app on your smartphone. Even if it's just for ordering groceries or connecting with a relative, don't shy away from fixing small things around the house. Even if it means watching a video online to learn how, engage in logic puzzles, strategy games, or even just brainstorming different ways to approach a task. The key is to keep your brain accustomed to stepping outside of established routines and to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for mental exercise. Think of it as keeping your mental muscles toned and ready for anything. The person who calmly helps their grandchild set up a new streaming service, or who manages to navigate a complicated online form to pay a bill, truly demonstrates this remarkable adaptive ability, showcasing a mind that refuses to be limited by the unfamiliar. It's about staying curious and willing to learn, even when faced with something new and a little daunting. Now that we've explored the remarkable gifts of memory and adaptive thinking, let's turn our attention to something equally vital. The third sign of an exceptionally sharp mind, the joy of continuous learning. This isn't about going back to school for a degree, though if that's your passion, more power to you instead. It's about a deep, abiding curiosity to absorb new knowledge, pick up new hobbies, or delve into subjects that genuinely intrigue you. We're talking about the person who starts learning a few phrases of a new language just for fun, or who picks up a paintbrush for the first time in their life at 78, or perhaps finally decides to learn how to play that old guitar gathering dust in the corner. This relentless desire to learn, to expand one's horizons, is a powerful indicator of brain health and vitality. It shows that your brain hasn't decided it's full. It's still actively building new neural pathways, making connections, and embracing neuroplasticity, the brain's amazing ability to reorganize itself by forming new connections throughout life. When you engage in new learning, you're essentially giving your brain a workout, keeping it flexible, agile, and robust. It combats boredom, provides a sense of purpose, and keeps your perspective fresh and open. To foster this joy of continuous learning, start small. Pick up a book on a topic you know nothing about. Watch a documentary series on a historical period that interests you. Or explore free online courses on anything from astronomy to cooking. Visit a local museum or library and just browse. Take a community class, even if it's just for an hour a week, in something completely new, like pottery, photography, or even basic coding. The key is to follow your curiosity. However niche it might seem, the act of engaging with novel information or skills, even if you never master them, is what keeps your brain buzzing and truly demonstrates a mind that's not just holding its own, but actively growing and evolving. Next, we move to the fourth skill that truly highlights an exceptionally sharp mind. After 75 maintaining fine motor dexterity and coordination. This might seem like a purely physical ability, but it's profoundly linked to cognitive function. It's the subtle, precise control over your hands, fingers, and body that allows you to do things like button a shirt with ease, write a legible letter, thread a needle, manage small fasteners, or even play a musical instrument. Think about the gardener who can meticulously prune their roses, the artist who can draw intricate details, or the cook who can chop vegetables with precision. These actions require complex communication between your brain and your muscles, involving planning, precision, and continuous feedback. A decline in fine motor skills can often be an early sign of broader cognitive changes. So maintaining this agility speaks volumes about your brain's continued ability to send clear, accurate signals and to coordinate complex actions. It's not just about independence in daily tasks. It's about the intricate neural networks that support that independence. When your hands and eyes work together seamlessly, it reflects a well-tuned cognitive system. To nurture this skill, engage in activities that require delicate hand movements. Hobbies like knitting, crocheting, drawing, painting, or even assembling jigsaw puzzles are excellent for this. Playing a musical instrument, even if you're just learning a few chords, provides a wonderful brain workout. Simple kitchen tasks like peeling vegetables, stirring carefully, or decorating a cake can also be beneficial. Even just practicing your handwriting or doing small repair tasks around the house, which require steady hands and focused attention, can help maintain this critical skill. These activities aren't just enjoyable, they're vital exercises for the brain-body connection, demonstrating a sharpness that extends beyond just memory into the very way you interact with the physical world. Finally, the fifth skill that marks an exceptionally sharp mind: engaged conversation and active listening. This is far more than just being able to talk or express your opinions. It's about the ability to participate in deep, nuanced conversations, where you're not just waiting for your turn to speak, but truly absorbing what the other person is saying, asking insightful follow-up questions, remembering details about their life, and contributing thoughtful, relevant points that build upon the discussion. It means you can follow complex arguments, understand different perspectives, and express your own thoughts clearly and coherently, even on challenging topics. This skill requires robust working memory, quick processing speed, empathy, and the ability to organize your thoughts on the fly. It shows that your mind is not only retaining information, but is also actively processing, analyzing, and synthesizing it in real time. Someone who exhibits this level of conversational engagement is genuinely connected to the world around them and to the people in their life. This cognitive exercise, the back and forth of a good conversation, is incredibly stimulating for the brain, keeping it nimble and responsive. It combats isolation, which we know can have detrimental effects on cognitive health, and fosters rich, meaningful relationships. To hone this skill, make a conscious effort to practice active listening. When someone is speaking, focus entirely on what they are saying. Rather than formulating your response, ask open-ended questions that encourage more than a yes or no answer. Join a book club, a discussion group, or simply make an effort to have regular, meaningful conversations with friends, family, and even new acquaintances. Read widely on various topics so you have more to contribute and more to learn. The grandparent who can have a deep, meaningful conversation with their teenage grandchild about their interests, showing genuine curiosity and understanding. Or the neighbor who genuinely remembers details about your family and asks about them, demonstrates this profound cognitive and emotional sharpness. It's a skill that enriches not only your own life, but the lives of those around you. We've talked about 5 incredibly powerful skills that, if you still possess them beyond the age of 75, truly mark you as exceptionally sharp. We explored the remarkable ability to maintain a strong memory and recall, not just of the distant past, but of recent experiences and new information. Then, we delved into the crucial skill of adaptive problem-solving, demonstrating a flexible mind that can navigate new technologies and unexpected challenges with resilience. We also celebrated the joy of continuous learning, that wonderful curiosity that keeps your brain actively growing and building new connections, no matter your age. We looked at the importance of maintaining fine motor dexterity and coordination, a physical skill deeply tied to precise brain function. And finally, we highlighted the power of engaged conversation and active listening, showing a mind that's not only sharp in processing information, but also deeply connected and empathetic. Remember, these aren't unattainable feats. They are simply aspects of daily life that, when engaged with intentionally, can make a profound difference to your cognitive health and overall well-being. It's not about perfection or being a genius. It's about embracing life with curiosity, a willingness to engage, and a desire to keep your mind active. Every day offers countless opportunities to nurture these skills. From trying a new recipe to having a genuine conversation with a loved one, your brain, regardless of your age, remains remarkably adaptable and capable of growth. Small, consistent efforts truly do add up to a big difference, allowing you to maintain your independence, enjoy deeper connections, and experience a life full of vitality and purpose. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these skills resonated most with you? What are some things you already do or plan to do to keep your mind sharp and engaged? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could inspire someone else. And if you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to our channel for more content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for joining us today. Keep nurturing that incredible mind of yours. Embrace every opportunity to learn and connect. And live your best life at every age.